Hey guys, so y'all can tell it's kind of dark in here or whatever in my RV. It's kind of like almost an hour before I have to kind of start getting ready. Man, um I ain't trying to kind of always come with something, but this new job I ain't liking it either. On my first day yesterday, it's already some bullshit. And my race of people, they always be messy. Any race gonna be messy, any job gonna be messy. It's just nowadays it's hard to keep a job. It's hard to hold a job down because there's so much toxicity, so much drama. They be on these jobs. And when you be around females, it's always a issue when you be around a whole bunch of females. And my race, we can be just so wicked sometimes. And I see why the Most High punishing us. I just can't stand sometimes. I want to see my people succeed when they have black owned businesses, but they don't want to pay right. It's always an issue with being able to pay you correctly and you being able to survive off of the shit that they want to sit there and give you. But yesterday they was already starting, and that was my first day, and I've been doing this for 20 something plus years as a substitute teacher for the school system, preschool teacher, daycare teacher, um children's group homes as a case manager, certified behavioral health technician. I got so many things up under my belt. I'm 40 years old and I got a lot of experience working with children of all age groups from infant all the way up to 18 years of age, working in the children's group home where I work with 18-year-olds that exit out, because I think once you get to like 18 or 21 you have to exit out of the group home, the children's group home. So I have experience working with all age groups in a professional field of all positions. I'm more qualified than half of the folks that she got up in there. And when I gave her all of my credentials, guys, yesterday, because she didn't even ask me for them, she was very disorganized. That really pissed me off. When I first got in there, she was very disorganized. She did show me how to clock in and out. She just was very kind and spoke to me or whatever when I first walked in there, greeted me very kind. But then once I got in there, I understand that it gets real busy when you running the daycare in the morning when everybody bringing the parents bringing their children in. It gets very hectic. But you gotta you gotta get it together. This is your daycare. It should be more organized. She did not show me how to clock in and out. She did not tour me around her little small daycare so I could understand what to do and where's everything at. She didn't show me where the bathroom was, so if I needed to go to a bathroom, I know. She didn't show me where to put my personal belongings at. She didn't do anything. She didn't show me where I was going to be working at or what I need to do. I just basically had to figure it out for myself. I'm just standing in the hallway, and her I ain't gonna lie, her daycare is very in disarray. I'm sorry, it's just stuff everywhere. It's just a big old square, like long shotgun like square like building, like in a whole bunch of like suite buildings, like a store like plaza kind of like business district. And when you go inside of her daycare, is I ain't gonna lie, I don't like how it look. It just kind of look hood and ghetto to me. Soon as you walk in her daycare, like it's just a big old like huge square that just kind of go like a rectangular, and it's like a shotgun, and then you got stuff divided, like I say about four like divide divisions. It's not like individual closed off walled rooms. It's real ghetto and hood, like cubicles. That's what you call it. It's cubicles. And it's just like something that she made up to divide the rooms. And then you got other rooms connected to another room where the other little small toddlers that's smaller than the other toddlers can cross over, because all they got is like a little kind of wooden like block to separate those rooms. Stuff everywhere. It's not sanitized. It just don't look good to me. It's just stuff everywhere and it's just divided. Bathroom was just disgusting where the kids go in there. I'm not finna do no more of wiping no kids behinds. I'm not doing none of that no more nowadays. I'm getting to the age now where you you go to which that the group that she put me with. I'm gonna get to that and why I don't have to do none of that. But she at first, when I first get there, she has me there like at 7:30. So it's when everybody comes because she needs somebody to help her because her main teachers don't come in until 8. So I go in there where it's like all age groups come in that one room so they can start going to their designated areas. So when I had to figure things out for myself, I said, okay, I guess I need to go over here where everybody at. I go over there and it's real chaotic. People, the children running around doing stuff. And so I started trying to be, like, okay, use your inside voices because you, of course you can't yell at them. But the owner and the cook and other people that been there for years, they can, yell and get aggressive with them and say it in a certain tone. But you can't though. As a new person, you better not say it. That's why for now on, when I observed it coming in, I have I already got a problem with one of these little boys. He is so one of this little male student. He is so disrespectful. And what I did was on my first day I kept getting the owner and getting her to deal with him and like the main teacher that's over his classroom. And that's how I'm gonna handle it. I'm never gonna and if the child gets sarcastic to me, I'm gonna defend myself, but I'm gonna do it in a wise way. Because he just kept getting smart with me. But I'm gonna get to that what he had did. Go in the classroom. I'm doing my job the best I can. I'm saying use your inside voices or whatever like that. I'm interacting with them, reading books with them and stuff like that. As time went on and they went to we started dealing with the breakfast time, it started getting confusion or whatever. I had to ask her what was going on. She wasn't communicating with me at all. Very disorganized. And that's something I don't like. They going over there to the other side doing their breakfast. And then the cook, I don't like that older lady, man. I'm telling you, sometimes them real older women, they be stuck in their ways and they I don't know how to explain it. Y'all know what I'm talking about when y'all be on these jobs and y'all deal with these older especially some of these so-called older black women. And she had a gray full of hair or whatever. It's like in a bob kind of cut or whatever. I don't care for that old lady. She's their cook. I don't like her. She's like, oh yeah, you'll learn the ropes, honey. You'll learn the ropes. And was just kind of confronting me, talking about, oh, she don't come here. I said, I'm just doing what the owner told me. She the one told me that she needs to go in there to eat her breakfast. I'm just doing what the owner told me. She literally told the student to go in there, and she told me that the student need to go in there and eat breakfast. I looked at that cook just like that. She said, I know it's sweet. I know. If you know that, confront the owner of this daycare and tell her that then, instead of being two-faced and messy like you are and telling me oh you know that being messy and shit. Why don't you go and tell the owner that? See, that's the shit I can't stand with my people, and that's why I don't like working jobs like this. That's why I ain't gonna be there long. I'm gonna try to at least get a week in a hole or 2 weeks or whatever in. And then and hopefully during that time I can get some interviews lined up and get somewhere better. Until I can work for myself successfully. Cause this shit is not working. So get in there. She's talking about, oh, you'll learn the ropes. And I'm standing there feeling awkward and weird and uncomfortable because she trying to regulate shit in the wrong kind of way, in the way she's coming off. And I'm just standing there like this because I done worked around motherfuckers like that. When motherfuckers get like that, I stand back. I stand all the way back to the wall. I don't say nothing. I keep my mouth shut. I just look and listen. And when they be like, oh, put this right here, baby. They start doing too much. I walk up out of that bitch. I'm not the one. I'm too old for this shit. Just like your old ass with that gray ass crown of hair you got. So they get done eating or whatever, because I ain't gonna go into long sermon and be long-winded. We get back in there, and then this is where the issue came in, because I done worked and then been in many situations, and I'm gonna tie it into a situation. And why I'm telling you y'all this, I used to work for an Edomite. She owned the whole daycare, and one of her grandsons went there, and she would show him favoritism. She would do stuff for him that she wouldn't do for the other kids, and she would just let him act a plum fool inside of the classroom. And I just got tired of him doing that one day, and I told him, hey, you can't be acting like that or whatever. And I said what I said to him. She had me. I didn't do child abuse. I didn't do anything to that boy. I didn't do anything to her grandson. She didn't like no one discipline her grandson, even if it was, oh, you need to sit down. Oh, you can't get away with stuff just because your grandmother owns the preschool. You think that you can just run around like that. People get tired of dealing with unfairness. Now, is that right for me to say? No, it's not. People looking in at this video say, oh, well, that's why, you know what I'm saying? Because you said that. I don't care. You can't do certain things of ethics, and then it becomes unethical. But she had me on the video camera and was watching and listening to everything I was saying on the audio. And it was a very much lesson learned that when you dealing with people like that, and then they grandchildren go there too, or they work there and they kids there too, it's always gonna be a conflict of interest. Not only that I had that with that Edomite, but she had another Edomite woman that worked next door to me, and her child was also in my classroom. So it was a double whammy. And so they would constantly be trying to regulate stuff when I be in there. Oh, with they with my child said, oh, I handle it, and doing like that every time I try to handle my classroom, or I have to keep saying something to their grandchild or their child. They will keep, oh, what's the problem? Oh, sit down, do it. Hey, oh, I got it. Or I was like, that's a problem. And then when I told my ex-husband, he said, if they ain't gonna let you do your job, ain't no sense of you being there. I was like, exactly. And I ended up getting let go because of the incident of me telling her grandson something, and then me telling the lady that worked there son something. I was like, I ain't got time for that. So to tie in to the place I'm working at now, the fast forward, that's kind of the vibes and flashbacks I was getting once I found out that the girl had a little girl that worked in the classroom that I was in. She just kept, I was doing my job and doing good, but then she just kind of started looking over there once her child got over there. It wasn't no problem until her child got over there. Soon as her child got over there, she just kept staring and looking and kept going like this, like eavesdropping, watching, staring at every move I did instead of working her room. I was like, yeah, I ain't got time for this. I got to the point where I just sit on the floor Indian style, and I just let the kiddos do what they want because they were just all out of the way. All of a sudden, the owner comes and sit down and says, you okay? You think you'll be better in the other classroom? I said, yeah, because it's kind of disorganized and things is just everywhere. I don't even know what to do no more. And like, I feel very uncomfortable. I said, it's disorganized. I ain't care. I ain't finna sugarcoat, and I'm finna be direct. I said, so yeah, I can try over there, but you got the other new girl over there too. So the new girl, I said, I don't want to do that to you and make you move just because I'm not comfortable. And then the new girl's like, oh no, you want to go over there? That's fine. Then the owner kept saying, oh no, she fine. She can move to the other side. She can work it. Like making it seem like I'm the one that just can't work all age groups. Some people just don't do good when you got negative energy. So you got favoritism going on and all this bullshit. Get over there with the other classroom and it goes way better. So you can still see the bullshit because I started having problems with this little sarcastic little boy. He writes his name down, and his main teacher was like, he know how to write his name down. He trying to play like he don't. So he look at me, he's like, remember, so you need to remember, okay? Are you listening? Remember how to spell my name next time. So make sure you remember, okay? Are you hearing me? I looked at that little boy. I was saying in my head, oh no, you got me fucked up, little boy. I looked at him. I turned around in professionalism. I said, no. I said, you need to remember your name. I have my degree. You need to get yours. Like teachers used to tell me when I was in school. I said, no, I don't need to get anything right. I said, that's your name, okay? I said, okay. I said, that's your name. I said, you need to remember your own name. And next time, when it's time to write your name down, you remember and you write it down, okay? That's exactly what I told that little boy. Like, you got me fucked up. What the fuck you mean? Like, boy, if you don't sit your little ass down somewhere and stay in a fucking child's place, Like, guys, y'all take care. I'll be back with another one, but I'm sick of this, sick of Babylon the Great.